All right, good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Hopefully, I got a lot of DMs yesterday. Looks like a lot of people did really well by focusing on the quote-unquote NFT stuff. If you remember yesterday, we talked about, and there were a basket of biotechs that were moving in the morning. And, the biggest thing I said was, let's focus on the HFT junk in the morning. Then, I always joke about that. The Marcus Luttrell, I call it, the lone survivor. Just wait until the afternoon to see if your biotechs, quote unquote, survive. So, let me get organized here a little bit. I do apologize. Right before I went live, my Wi-Fi went a little wonky, so I had to reboot everything. So, okay, I got my Evernote open. I guess I don't necessarily need Chrome, but I just rebooted. Let me get everything fired back up here. So, okay. So again, number one for me, DLPN, amazing. I like HOFV a little more. Why? Yes, it's higher float, but it's lower priced. And I know it may sound stupid, but listen, I know that it's the majority of people that are pushing HOFV, to $9 last night. I know the majority of them are small account people. Many of you might be small account people. Nothing wrong with that. Hey, we all start somewhere. But, if you do have a small account, which stock do you prefer to trade? An HOFV or a Tesla or an Amazon. So, in essence, OCG and DLPN and HOV, OCG's in play, but I meant to say DLPN and HOV because they're the hot ones today. In essence, the idea is the same. It's just, I think you're going to get more Robin Hooders, more crazy day traders with small accounts in HOFV because it's low priced. So those are my two main dip and rips. Two main dip and rips in the AM, HOFV and DLPN with preference to HOFV because I know more small account Robin Hooders will lean towards the lower priced stock. So, all right. Zach A, does YVR still have juice? Hey, listen, all the NFT plays still have juice. The biggest thing you're going to run up against, and we joked about this a lot, but remember, TCAT, and I'm doing the air quotes. If you're on Instagram, let me do the air quotes over in front of the phone, okay? Air quotes market leader. So, HOFV and DLPN are hot because the news hit last night, okay? They dropped the news, I think, at like 5 p.m. They're going to be the hot ones today. The rest of them are probably going to follow TCAT. TCAT's down 20%. Don't count it out, okay? I was going to play the Undertaker gif, I'm assuming most of you know who Undertaker is, the pro wrestler, where it's like, he sits up, he's the dead man, and you always think he's dead, and then he sits up in the coffin, or he sits up in the middle of the ring, and what's his face, Jerry Lawler or whatever, loses his mind. The dead man's alive! Anyway, TCAT, if it can get back to red to green, all of them come back. Or even if TCAT maybe gets back above 50, starts grinding back. But that being said, other than HOFV and DLPN, I'd be careful today. Okay. Now, I call today a rest day. This all week, I've been making like meathead analogies like crazy all week, haven't I? So, I call today a rest day. Listen, TCAT was like a 50-cent stock a week ago. Sometimes they got to settle down. They got to take it easy. So I'd be careful today with the other NFTs. Feels like a rest day. But if TCAT comes back, they all come back. That makes sense? I mean, you guys understand the difference between HOFV and DLPN because it's new news. The news just dropped last night. So that's the difference. Cisco already talked about DLPN. A lot of you guys talking about NFT plays. BBIG is a TCAT in the making. Woo! Bold statement from Darren. BBIG is a TCAT in the making. Well, if it breaks 6, but not until then. So, let me jump over to Instagram. Grab a few over here. YVR. JM says, thanks for all you do. Hey, listen. Thank you guys. I think back. I mean, between Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, we get like 5,000 people live every day. So JM Trades, thank you. Thank you for being here. YVR, what's the news that dropped for DLPN? Come on, my man. Use your news feed. They got some Hall of Fame resort urges after announcing an NFT partnership with Dolphin Entertainment. Now, T. Nicholas, I want to be clear. The news is a joke. Okay. And here's another teaching moment. Okay. Understand the difference between, again, Tesla having news or Microsoft having news and piece of junk, low floaters having news. Okay. Do not, somehow be misled that Hall of Fame resorts or Dolphin Entertainment will accomplish a damn thing. They will all fail miserably. This deal will fall apart. They'll go bankrupt. They'll get sued. Half of the executives will go to federal prison. But from now until they go to federal prison, they'll sell millions of dollars of stock, buy Lambos, buy yachts, buy cocaine, and have a good time. That's what penny stocks do, baby. So just realize it's just new. It's just a catalyst. These guys aren't going to do anything. They will flame out. They will go bankrupt. And you will never hear. A year from now, you'll be like, everyone will laugh about HOFV and Dolphin Entertainment. Ha ha ha! Remember when HOFV did a dip and rip on March 24th and went to $12? Did you see it now? It's on the pink sheets at 1,000th of a penny. That will be the story a year from today about HOFV. ZKIN dip and rip for a squeeze. What's happening here? Woo! We got an 8830 press release on a low floater. Derek over turf. Well done. 52-week breakout. Held up for weeks. Recently spiked. Yes. There we go. Traded 2 million shares in 8 minutes. Man, I love 830. And I'm telling you guys, there is a reason. There is a reason that I do pre-market prep at 8:30. You guys know what makes me happier. What makes me happier than a ribeye steak? Probably the only thing that makes me happier than a steak and a cup of coffee is a low float stock dropping an 8:30 press release. Love it. Love it. Recipe checks every box for a dip and rip. Recent runner. Held all its gains. Low float. Big breakout. Great volume. 830 PR. It's all there. Let's get the chat pump. Let's get the chat pump at 9 a.m. We know the chat usually chat rooms usually they wake up. You know, they wake up at 9 a.m. Brush the cocaine out of their eyes and start buying stocks at 9 a.m. So let's get the chat pump. Let's get the week open and let's break the high of the day into the 9:45 or window or later. Let's get the chat pump at 9, dip at the open, and reclaim HOD post 9:45 a.m. in play all day. All right, guys, have a great day. Thank you, Derek Overturf, for Zekin. Checks all the boxes. I still like HOFV and DLPN as the main NFT dip and rips. Let's hope TCAT maybe gets a bounce in. I'm telling you, TCAT back over 50, TCAT back over 60. They're all going to come back. So remember in the, I've got an NFT stock list in the Steady Trade team. If you were in the Steady Trade team, you would have access to that as well as all of the notes. Definitely check it out. Would love to work with you. Yeah, we've got a spreadsheet of listed as well as OTCs. Got about 20, 30 of them right now.